So, do you want to introduce the game a little bit?
Yeah, folks, this is Deep Fear. It was, I believe, the last game officially released in the European market. On top of that, it's Sega's attempt at doing. Let me put it this way, okay? The Sega Saturn had the release of Resident Evil, okay? And Resident Evil was a huge success, not only for the Sega Saturn, but for just about every place it was put out. Now, Sega didn't get the release of Resident Evil 2 or 3 on the Saturn. Capcom decided against it. So in response to this, Sega themselves decided that they were going to put out a survival horror game of their own. This game being Deep Fear, the game we're playing right now. Now, Deep Fear, like I said, was released in the PAL region. It was released in the Japanese region, as was not, however, released in the U.S. market. It was right there at the very end, didn't get it. So, what we have here today is the unreleased version, officially unreleased. And basically, this is the 60 hertz optimized version of the European release. It is identical to the European release. The only difference is it's specifically designed for 60 hertz gameplay. So there is no screen cutoffs or anything like that. We are playing the game today on original hardware through RGB SCART, hooked up to the XRGB Mini Frame Meister, and basically me and Pat are going to discuss some of this game while we're playing through it. Now, if you never played Resident Evil and you've never played any survival horror games from the late 90s, you're probably not going to be accustomed to the static camera game control method apparatus of this game. It's tank controls. Like I said, game angle, camera angle is static, so that allows for process to be going on in the background. One major difference between this game and most other games during that period is you have the ability to actually move while shooting. So it's kind of like a hodgepodge between what Resident Evil and Resident Evil 4 might have been if they had a baby and they were still playing tank controls with camera and all. So that's a little introduction of such.
So, is it only tank controls? There's no option to do like Resident Evil 2 on N64 where you can just move around freely?
No. It's entirely tank controls. It's entirely tank controls.
I wish you luck.
Oh, dude, I mean, it's going to take me a second to get back used to it, but it's fine. I grew up playing this stuff. What you're seeing right now is you're seeing the opening cinematic, and if you don't have any idea what the hell's going on, basically there is a naval base under the sea. We're talking about like Sea Lab 2021, 2025, whatever kind of stuff. And
if you're looking for me.
Oh, my God. But, effectively what's going on is there's this naval research station, civilian/military at the same time. Well, this object, this capsule just came down, and the naval research aspect of it has found it. Now we are going to see how the game is starting up. We're introduced to our first main character. I can't remember what his bloody name is because it's been forever since I played this game. But the voice acting in this game is horrible, so you're not really missing out a lot.
Chief!
You don't have to yell, Mookie. I can hear you just fine.
It's an emergency.
And you got Mookie talking to you over the walkie-talkie.
Right above
He's
you.
oh so eloquent.
Hurry, Chief!
It's like I hope you die first.
Basically. Tank controls for the win.
Fun stuff, yeah. I played a little bit before. I had some issues with the ISO though. It would always crash once I left this area and went down the hallway a bit.
Really?
So I could never really get this game working as well.
Were you playing it on hardware or were you playing it emulated?
It was hardware. It was on a CD I burnt.
Okay.
It was pretty interesting. Maybe you could send me that ISO and hook me up with that.
I got you. Why is it not letting me up in there? It's like the...
Yeah.
Hold up.
Do.
No, that's where I'm supposed to go.
No admittance.
That's where I'm supposed to go. The conference room.
Yeah, I'm a bit behind on the video. I'm watching the Facebook live one on mute, so
Oh, I
I
got
think
you.
I'm about 5 seconds behind. Yeah, I just watched. You just entered the conference room. Right now.
What I'm supposed to be doing right this second is going to the if my memory is correct, I'm supposed to be going to the command deck to find out what's going on. It's not letting me in the command deck, so there's an issue.
It's like it soft locks you.
Yeah, it's like I'm supposed to go here, but I'm not gonna let you go here because I hate you. Why? All right, tank controls, baby. All right. So
I think I remember you have to go. You have to go to that dock or something. And you talk to.
oh, that's
Sam or
right.
whatever.
That's right.
Because I remember it's like, oh hey, what's up? It was, oh, I heard something weird.
Something weird done happened, man. There's a sub kind of thing going down. The Navy people, they done did something.
Yeah, so you gotta just go there, talk to them, go back up there, and I think you, and beyond after that, that's the extent of how far I've played into it. So that's like the only time I'm gonna help you out.
Like I
That would be
remember,
helpful.
I remember most of it. I played it probably about 6 months ago.
Oh damn.
It's been a minute, dude. I played a couple of other games since.
Yeah, I haven't played it before.
Where you at? You over here? There we go. Cutscene activated.
Oh, what the fuck? What's that cheap thing?
Chief?
What's going on?
I just hear cheap, cheap.
Yeah, he's like cheap. It's probably you're hearing my TV in the background.
You know, we don't have time for these fun and
It could be.
Sorry, Chief.
Sorry, folks. I don't have digital audio out going to to a mixer to my headset. I apologize. We're a little low budget right now.
You can get the mixer. Just go on like Craigslist to pay like $5.
Introducing Patreon.
Yo, give us money so we can buy a mixer. And of course, half the money goes to me though,
That's right, dude. That's right, dude. Licensing costs and all.
so I can get. No, you have to pay for my royalties.
Oh,
This
it's
isn't free,
rules.
dude.
Oh, I see how it is.
I mean, I ain't cheap, man. You gotta pay me to go on this thing.
You're killing me. We got any comments going on yet? Do I need to hear about what's happening in the life and times of people?
Bruno Morito says a very cool game, and it's his PAL version, and he put the Euro sign 5 times.
Yeah.
Does that mean just Euro version? The PAL version is money?
Yeah.
I guess.
You mentioned me in a comment on the Sega Center Shiro page. You're awesome, dude. No, yeah, the PAL version of this game is extremely expensive. Main reason being is that a lot of people here in the States have never got this game. It was a limited release game, very much like Panzer Dragoon Saga, and people like to play it in English where they can actually read what's going on, because the game does have a lot of text going on with it, even though the Japanese is very playable with a walkthrough.
Is this FrameMeister output?
This is FrameMeister output.
Oh my god, it's really good.
Well, good then.
I'm using a crappy SCART to HDMI converter for my streams, and yours like blows mine out of the water.
Yeah, dude, we run FrameMeister, dude. We don't do nothing else like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking picking one up for my streams as well, but right now my setup is I have the G-SCART switch, and I have one output going to my PVM, the other one going to my crappy SCART upscaler.
I got you.
So I'd like to get the FrameMeister so I can be like super, well, not high def, but you know, high def enough.
You got a cold?
Hold on. Turn the volume down so I can actually see what's going down.
Gotcha. Oh, Simon Gale says hi, guys.
Hey, what you doing, Simon?
Yo, Simon. How's the PVM stuff coming along? Hopefully it's all going good.
I completely missed that entire cutscene. I'm just going off of memory what I'm supposed to do next. Like, if this was Resident Evil, I could turn the volume down and, like, look at the screen every 5 seconds and play through it.
I gotcha. Ooh, I'm getting some lag on the stream.
Oh! It's probably because I'm pulling video and everything else.
Yeah, it's a bit laggy for me. Let me see if I can restart it. Maybe it might be my connection being shite. Yeah, I'm getting audio and stuff, so it's not... Yeah, it's good for me. My video My stream was just lagging.
No, what it probably was is whenever I pulled up my phone and I was looking at the comments, it was pulling the stream and everything else, so it's probably just me trying to put too much bandwidth on it. My bandwidth.
Dang. We got 16 viewers so far.
Yeah, man, 16 people's in the world.
We got a really annoying viewer viewing us, though. Some guy named Brian Vines. I don't know who that is.
Yo, that's that virtual celeb dude who likes to talk. Hold up. I gotta do my best Brian Vines. Oh, shit. Hold up. Steep slope slide. That's not his voice at all, but he's like steep slope sliders. He says it in a really cool way. But yeah, you should go watch his videos on YouTube. Saturn Junkyard. The Saturn Junkyard on YouTube. Go watch videos. That's my plug.
You know, I just realized I probably should have introduced myself when I started, because I don't think I did.
Oh no, I got this. Everybody, this is that guy from out yonder ways in the desert. He calls himself Pat, but I'm not sure about that. He's like the main podcast guru of sorts with this thing called Shiro. But really though, Sega Saturn Shiro podcast, check them out. They got a Facebook page. They've got they have on a Podium. They have their actual podcast site. You can find them on YouTube. They also have Sega Saturn, Shiro ! They have a lot of videos up over there, some playthrough that Pat's done himself as well. You can find them on iTunes. You can find them on Google Play. They're all over the place, man. Give them some love.
Definitely, thanks. And you give me a little bit too much credit with that podcast guru thing, by the way.
Well, you know, I'm just trying to like bump you up, dude.
I gotcha. Appreciate it. But yeah, definitely. And I'm probably going to be doing a stream of Daytona USA for some reason. I can't say yet. Let's go away. Probably. I was playing it the other day, and I realized I'm garbage at it. I tried. I could not finish a race without running out of time. Every time on normal, it's awful.
Dude, I suck at racing games. Like, I suck at arcade racing games. You put me in a sim like Gran Turismo and stuff like that, I'm awesome. But you put me in an arcade game, I suck.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I tried that one in Hang On GP, and Hang On GP, it was like it was so arcadey. It wasn't even funny. Like the shift up, you didn't have to hit any brakes. It's like shift up, okay, going brakes, going hard on the brakes. Or going hard on the gas, like, should I brake to shift up? It's like, nah, you don't have to do that, son.
Dude, hold up. I'm supposed to be going. Oh, dude, did I lose my crap? No. Here we go. Mookie, talk to me, dog.
Alright, so, hey, Simon's in the chat saying, hey, how's it going, Father K? Simon, how did he get that name anyways, Father K?
Father K, if you don't know, Father K is actually an ordained minister or preacher or something. He's going to hate me because I'm not going to say it right. He can probably talk to you up in the comments about it. But he is actually a minister. And so the title Father is quite, it's true. Now, Krishna is actually because of some of his spiritual background. Father K has spent some time researching, looking at the other spiritual beliefs of numerous other religions across the world, not just Christianity in particular, but he has a love and understanding of many different spiritual paths. So it was kind of befitting to him to take the coinage of Father Krishna, or Father K for short. And I probably halfway butchered that story, so he can tear my ass up about it later.
Wait, so he's legit ordained minister?
He's legit ordained minister.
Oh wow, that's awesome. He's probably the only ordained minister I know that raves like a madman.
I know, right? He is the quintessential.
Dude, I want to go to a rave party with him. That'd be fun.
Oh my god.
Where's the key, Chief?
Simon,
You mean this?
date plan. Next time I visit the UK, we're going to a rave.
Thanks. I'll go
Mookie's
first.
gonna go first. I'm gonna go first. This is literally the token black guy going first. That's literally like 90s horror movie perfection. The token black guy. Oh, another thing about this game that's absolutely awesome in a really idiotic way is that you have to control your air supply. We're underwater, of course. Like, as you can see right now, the air level is at 18. Now, this box I'm going up to, this box that I'm trying to interact with, as you see, it's got an error system, save game, exit menu. This is where you save your game at. Unlike Resident Evil, you don't have to find ink ribbons and such. You actually can save your game anytime you want to, so long as you have access to one of these boxes. Now I hit the error system, and little movie intro kind of gameplay scene is going to take place. And you're going to notice here in a second that the whole area is going to lighten up, and see, it's not red anymore, and also have 62% oxygen left. That's the refrigerator door. Alright. What's going on, Pat? You're typing like a maniac.
Oh shit, sorry. Sorry, I keep forgetting this can be picked up very easily. Let me go mute my mic. Somebody was making a comment on the Shiro page as was replying.
Oh.
So, let me just finish my typing. I'll unmute my mic. Give me a sec.
He's hurt.
Hey, you okay?
Kill me, please.
What?
Kill me, please.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I need to answer something someone asked me. But yeah, this game is very interesting. I really wanted to try it. How exactly does the oxygen supply work?
Okay, the oxygen supply system works. Can you? I kind of walked away from the mic for a second. The oxygen supply system works by hold up. This is like a really awesome spot. Y'all gotta watch this transition. Like, you don't get this in Resident Evil, at least not Resident Evil 1. You got old boy turning into a straight tentacle monster.
Jeez. Did they explain why you turned into the monster? I kind of missed that.
You'll get it with the story. I don't want to spoil the story for anybody.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll probably just play it, but dang.
Now, do understand this is a multi-part disc. I got my Glock 17, yo. It's time to go gangbanger.
Just get killed by the monster.
Oh, yeah, you can backtrack. No, I don't. No. Okay, now y'all are going to get to see me act like an idiot because I forgot what all the control buttons are. There we go. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, there's just some air. Now see, I can move and shoot at the same time. And I just shot an air grenade. Hope.
That's really cool. I like how you can move and shoot like that.
Yeah, I forgot how to aim though. That's the problem. Alright, got your gun out. Now,
I like the little clicking gun. It's like reminds me of Resident Evil 1.
Exactly. Like, I apologize, folks. I got to kind of like get my bearings on the control. All right, so
You like doing the electric slide.
I know, right? And now I'm just like, there's a way that you can like push the gun up and down. I thought maybe I'm just thinking I'm wasting ammo though. Yeah, I'm wasting a lot of ammo. I'm not doing this no more. But yeah, you actually have the ability to holster your weapon with the right trigger. Oh, no. I need to look at old boy. I think there's something I got to pick up off of him. Isn't there? No, there isn't. Okay, whatever. But as you can see, the oxygen level in this area is going down. The way that works is that you're underwater, so you have oxygen that you have to maintain. Certain areas have virtually no oxygen. You have oxygen grenades that you can use.
I must imagine you just throw a grenade at your feet and it just blows up and oxygen goes into you.
And I threw one a second ago and it like oxygenated the whole room. Of course, I wasted it. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but my computer screen is like so far away.
I know. That was strange.
It's cool. I'm gonna keep an ear out. I'll see if anybody asks questions. But Mike says game actually looks pretty good. The graphics look good for the time.
The air system being down,
Hell yeah, they do, baby.
Major damage.
Yeah, I really like it. It reminds me of, it actually looks like Resident Evil 2, which is one of my favorite Resident Evil games, graphical wise.
Exactly, and this game came out in 1998, so keep that in mind. And you know, the game itself is on par with Resident Evil 2. It really is. Some people might. I mean, I'm a Resident Evil fanboy, but at the same time, I can appreciate this game for what it is.
Mookie, pilot me around.
Oh yeah, no, any survival horror game I love. Like, I really wish they'd make more of these games now. Because I just, for some reason, it just creeps me out.
I'll take you around the
Even now, it's not like, it didn't age like it did where it's like not scary anymore. Like, even in Resident Evil 2, I'll get scared by like jump scares or the monsters coming at me.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it was part of the times, but whenever you have limited control, what I'm looking at right now is the ammunition locker. The ammunition locker allows you to pick up bullets. Like right there, I just increased my bullet count from whatever to 85. And sometimes you'll actually see other weapons. Like if I go to select, sometimes I can have a special weapon, such as a machine gun, shotgun, whatever the case might be. Right now, I'm still stuck with my Glock 17. But with these games during the time, it was really amazing, and it's held up very well because the technical difficulties they had, the 2D background textures with 3D character models alleviated a lot of space for actual gameplay mechanics, okay? Then on top of that, you have just the fact that whenever you come around a corner, you do not know what you're going to look at. So you're just kind of trying to figure out what's going on.
And that'd be good or bad, because you can go around that corner and there could be a zombie right there, or a monster in this case, and you just get completely owned.
Exactly. All right, now watch. I'm going to throw... All right, see, I'm pulling up this right here. I have an air grenade, okay? So I click this, and it's set right now. So I have to remember what the button is. No. I don't want you to... Oh, crap. God dang it, just run. Just run, I'm gonna die. This is what happens whenever you forget what the controls are. Okay.
I like how they at least have an HP gauge on the top.
Yeah, you've got the HP, and then you've got air grenade. I'm gonna set this air grenade. Okay, now it's set. Now I gotta remember what the button is. There we go. Okay, so the Z button allows for the oxygen grenade to be used. Okay, so now I'm going to put the hammer of God down. You don't necessarily have to always be shooting the enemies. In fact, this guy right here, he has a tendency to revive himself constantly. And I keep forgetting. Unlike a lot of the games during the period, you actually have to reholster your gun, because the action button is also the fire button. So if you don't want to waste ammo, there you go.
Yeah, one of the things that I do, I don't know how the ammo system is in this game, but I usually try to dodge as much as I can. But if they're blocking the path, I'd have to kill them. You know?
Right. Here we go. Cutscene number 4 or 5.
How's your ammo count?
Oh yeah.
Right now I've got like 80 rounds, but like I said, if you go to a locker, you can pretty much pack up on ammo. I mean, this game is not near as ammo stringent as other games. It's more in line with Dino Crisis than it is with Resident Evil, really.
Oh, cool. That's probably gonna be good for me then.
Yeah, I mean, it's a much easier to get into game.
So how's the save points? Michael Brewer asked, are there normal save points? How is the save system set up?
Okay, if you missed it earlier, there are, throughout the game, you'll find these junction boxes. We'll come across one here in a second. And the junction boxes allow for you to, you stupid, get out of the way. Stop it. Hold up, I gotta reload. Alright, are you dead yet? Alright. And I ain't got any more oxygen. There we go, oxygen grenade. Get it, baby. Alright, so what I was trying to say is that you have these junction boxes that actually access the save mechanic as well. Hold up, I need to get up in this door. The door is locked. You need a level 1 key. I got the level 1 key. Hold up. Where's my items at? I need my item menus. Exit. Apologies, folks. I'm trying to remember how to get to. Yeah, here we go. Item. No, that's not it. Exit. No, but the actual boxes that I'm talking about, you'll go to them and you'll access them. They'll access your air supply in the region. You can rebuild the air up, as well as you can save the game. And there is no ink ribbon limitation like in Resident Evil. You actually have the ability to save every single time you come across one. I've got this item. Where is it at? That's what it is. Use. Okay, there we go. I always forget. If you ever get to that spot in there, you will find out that you will run the entire area and you won't remember what's going on. You've actually got to manually go in, just like with Resident Evil, and you've got to access the cards.
Alright, so I'm gonna be playing my own game while I can you hear me alright?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be playing my own game while we play this. It's gonna be called Folding Clothes. So
Gina Weisberg, MI, head researcher.
So you're going to be playing Folding Clothes.
yeah, I'm doing that right now.
I got you. That's an awesome game, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty tedious though. I kind of don't like it, but it's something you have to do.
Yeah, you kind of got to get them experience points to level up, right?
No, you don't even get experience points for it. You just get like freshness points. So
Oh, freshness.
when you go to work, you get attire, like armor and stuff.
Oh, so it's almost like charisma.
Get a move on.
Yeah, sort of like that.
We'll be back at the big table soon.
I love looking over at the stream and seeing how far behind everybody is.
It's not that far from me. It's only about like a couple seconds. It's
No.
actually really good. I'm surprised.
So what's going on right now is that you've got the Naval Research Zone, which is now coming back to the main hub. As you noticed from the introduction, the submarine had hit and everything like that. So now we got to figure out what's going down. So we're really about to get into the story at this point.
It's gonna be some conspiracy level stuff.
Right.
So I saw you guys. You guys just recorded a new Saturn podcast or Shiro, Titancast.
Yep. Those of you who do not realize, Saturn Junkyard has its own podcast, the Titancast, and we did in fact record an episode earlier today. That episode will be going live Wednesday at 6 a.m. Actually, it's probably more than likely going to go up Tuesday night, but it'll be available for you on Wednesday, regardless of whether you're in the UK, Europe, or the United States. It'll be closer to probably morning time for the UK and closer to probably midnight Tuesday night for most of us here in the States. But if you want to go ahead and give that a listen, you can find it on. It'll be up on the YouTube page Wednesday morning. But you can also find us, if you're more of a podcast listener, you'll be able to find it on Buzzsprout at thesaturnjunkyard.com. You can also find it at if you search in the Saturn Junkyard. If you'll search in the Saturn Junkyard's Titancast on what is it? iTunes or Google Play, you can find it there. Not to mention, we'll post a link to it there up on the Saturn Junkyard's page in the group.
Nice. I can't wait. I saw you guys recording this morning when I was out and about. I just checked Discord and I saw that Brian typed something into the chat.
Right.
What's going on? But yeah, I'm excited to see it. Hopefully, it'll make my commute this Wednesday really good.
Exactly.
So that'll be fun. Did you guys want to say what stuff you guys are going to be talking about, or did you want to keep it a surprise for Wednesday?
Well, no, it doesn't have to be a surprise. We're actually going to be discussing, if you will think back about a month ago, Hold on, I completely forgot. Sea farm area? No, we're not going there. I have to think back to what I'm trying to do. I got to go up to the command deck at this point. No, there is. If you think back about a month ago, we released, before the Megacast, we had a buyer's guide, under $200. Well, that was part 1. Well, we will be having part 2. This is what I was talking about. Who was it that was asking about it? The save features? Who was that was asking about the save features?
That was Michael Brewer.
Mike, if you're still in the stream, this is what I was talking about, the little boxes right here. You have the option to save your game. I'm going to go ahead and save the game right now. Show you what the saving screen actually looks like. So, I already have one in my memory. No. Yeah. This is from an earlier gameplay. Sure, we'll overwrite it, whatever. File's been overwritten. There you go, guys. I just overwrote my gameplay for y'all. It's amazing.
You need to get a better save strategy. Usually I do it like I'll overwrite it till the slots are full, and then I'll overwrite the old ones. So like in case I ever have to go back.
Well, I mean, I've beat this game I don't know how many times. So I mean, there's no real point.
I gotcha. Yeah.
No. All right. Let's go. I've already done my save. I've already got all that. So now we need to make our way up to the top deck.
Alright. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna step out for a little bit.
All right, brother. Look over here real fast. No, I am not watching the Saints and Vikings. I, in fact, am playing a game right now, Brian. Or maybe he was talking about that. Yeah, this game in a lot of ways is better than RE in my opinion to some degree. I'm not gonna say it's the best survival horror game by any means, but it is extremely playable and fun. So there is that. Sea farm area, yeah, we'll go to the sea farm area. Alright, so now we're going to make our way up to the top deck. No, if I remember right, we got to talk to the captain first in his personal chambers. But here's another box for you. This is what I was trying to tell you. You've got a number of these all throughout the area, and like you've seen, it doesn't take anything for me to actually utilize them. I might have took a wrong corner, gents. Yeah, I took a wrong turn somewhere. Just like RE, you gotta backtrack sometimes if you forget stuff. Alright, now pull up my map, see where we're at. Alright, I could have swore there's a door over here I have to get to. One of these doors I have to get access to, and I have totally forgot. It's not that door. Watch it be the last door I try to go through. I am failing. I am failing horribly. And my child is screaming in the background. Hopefully my wife is taking care of that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do something real quick. Alright, here we go. We're in the passageway finally.
What's the matter, Dubois?
John,
Alright.
I have this strange feeling.
Alright, here we go, boys. Now we're getting into some real story.
That doesn't sound too good.
Oh, definitely. It's from the air unit area. It's howling at the top of its lungs. I wonder if it's wearing down.
Can it be fixed?
Oh, not right away. Oh, by the way, Commander Clancy was looking for you.
Okay.
And this is where everything's about to go real south real fast. No, I do not have 8 TVs, brother. I wish I had 8. Well, actually, I probably got closer to 6. But still, I digress. Alright. As y'all saw, submarine action's getting wild. Things are getting a little intense. Now we're gonna have to figure out what's going on. What deck am I on? Am I on the right deck? No. Not on the right deck.
Alright, I'm back.
Jimmy!
It's Patrick.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Thanks. Anyways, I want to answer. Did you answer Brian's thing yet about the Saints and Vikings or whatever?
I told him I'm not watching it. He told me I had a lot of TVs, or he thought I had a lot of TVs. I had to reassure him that I don't have that many TVs. I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 TVs, not the 7 or 8 that he specified.
I gotcha. That's a lot of TVs. Are they all like HD? Or are some of them like CRTs?
I have 1 CRT. I have the rest of them being flat screens.
Oh, nice.
And the one
Nice, nice.
I have the same CRT I've had since 2001.
Wow.
Yeah, I took care of that bad boy. Of course, it's dying on me. I've told a lot of y'all about that. It's starting.
Hey, that Toshiba, right?
Yeah, it's starting to slip into late stage TV CRT cancer, I guess.
You should start looking around for some PVMs.
I might very well do that, but the thing is I gotta have at least a 20-inch. I don't like the really, really small monitors. Like my first personal TV was a 13-inch. Okay, I don't want anything that small anymore.
Oh, you know, I get you, dude. I was the same way when I was looking for it. I can't do like the really small ones. I need at least a 20. I mean, and I know it's doable. I know a lot of studios had those. So
Right, where's they at? Like I'm supposed to be trying to find the captain and everything, and they just teleported away and disappeared.
Oh, also, in regards to the football game, I don't pay attention to sports. Once the Cardinals and Giants get out, I don't really pay attention to football anymore.
Oh. Alright, so, yeah, I gotta find the captain's quarters, and I need to remember where that's at. So, I'll pull up the map, and stop, just go back. I always get these I always get these controls confused, and there you go. I blew myself up. Yay. Didn't die though. So, all right. Let's see. The balls room right there. So I'm on the right floor. I think Clancy's room. Yes, ours. Okay, like whenever you're in the menus, up and down goes between levels. Left and right actually controls the figuring out which room you're supposed to be in. So, let's see. That's the Dubois' room. Door is locked. That's old Dubois, the one that Simon loves so much. That's not where I need to go. Like, if I was a speedrun this game, it would be horrible.
Oh yeah, no, dude. To be honest, just finishing the game with me is I can't finish some games. Sometimes I get stuck, and it's like, okay, I think I'm gonna stop playing this now.
Like, it's not about that. It's like Resident Evil. I played it so many times. I remember what everything is, how to do everything, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I do not need to be in the conference room. Yeah. I gotta find the captain's quarters, so I'm having a horrible time doing that. I probably should have played through this game last night so I knew where everything was. That way I could act all ace about it, but then it wouldn't have been realistic because it's a let's play. We're supposed to be playing together, man.
Yeah, I mean, technically I'm playing in spirit.
Yeah, right.
The only thing though is that we live halfway across the state, so it'd be hard to do like a let's play.
Ah, here we go. Told you, I finally found the captain's room. Now,
You know, it would have been cool if we
you're
like did a simul play though.
You're probably like 1,000 miles from me almost.
I think you should rest a bit.
You gotta invent teleportation already.
Yes, but there's something
Look,
else
man,
to check
Portal
out.
is real. Portal is life, okay? You just gotta, like, get in contact with Aperture subcontractors. They're called, like, Valve, I think.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the only thing though is that they're just making card games
Thanks
and
for going, Mayor.
items for like TF2, so it's like
A human being
I won't get
turning
much
into a
far.
creature?
Won't get
What's
far.
going on
I know,
here?
right? It's just, it doesn't make much sense, dude. I want the teleportation device where I can just, like, poof, and I'm wherever the hell I want. But that's not gonna happen.
I was thinking more of like the teleporters in Star Trek, where it's like you just step in there and you go anywhere.
This is Clancy.
And just so everybody knows, I have no idea what's going on with game audio because I got it turned down so low, so I'm just going off of memory.
Bad situation. Mayor, you come to the deck too.
Okay.
What's next?
Got any more questions from the chat there, Pat?
Not seeing any. Just everyone complimenting. Like Bruno was saying, loading time is really good, and he said that voice is the best.
Yeah.
I don't know whose voice they're referring to. I think I was out when they posted that.
They're talking about Dubois.
I gotcha.
Alright, so let's see. I think I'm supposed to go to the command deck now. I didn't hear anything the captain was telling me. I'm a horrible person.
No big deal. Just let everyone die. No big deal, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's cool, dog. Life happens. Yeah, I was supposed to go to command deck. Yay, my memory's not shit.
The Seafox missile hatch is open. Either there was a malfunction, or someone opened it from the inside.
So, do you want to talk about some of the news items that were coming up recently for the Saturn? There's been quite a bit of them.
Yeah, man. Like, I want to make a public announcement in regards to the whole retrobit thing.
Make a sound.
This, of course, isn't the Saturn Junkyard's official statement. This is me being this, the Southern Sega gentleman. But whenever it comes to the whole retrobit activity, I think a lot of people are not really digging in deep with it. I don't I don't want to say it's a bad thing by any means. I am all behind Retrobit doing what they're doing. I love it. But I've seen a lot of people in the community make some comments towards things like certain things down the road being done. I'm gonna talk extra. You know, I'm not gonna talk specific to people right now. But I think a lot of people need to start doing a little bit more research before they start talking on some of these things. That's me personally talking about it, because there's a lot of information going around that makes no sense to people who are already in the community.
I gotcha. What are you like referring to people saying like, oh, well, this is the first time there's been a wireless controller for the Saturn, or
yes,
something to that extent?
Yes, that, and you know, people like the ones who are going crazy about the S-video options and all the rest of this stuff, talking about it's the best picture quality we're ever going to get. I understand that some people don't know about RGB SCART, et cetera, or BNC cables or anything like that, but I feel like lately in the retro community, especially regarding the Saturn in particular, there's been a lot of people who have just been talking, and they're not really doing any research in regards to what they're talking about. And I think that's kind of creating a negative impact on the community, because there's a lot of people who are getting misinformation.
I think really it has to do with just a lot of people not being familiar with the Saturn. I mean, and people not knowing all this RGB stuff. I mean, a lot of people I know are still using, composite into a CRT or something, or not familiar with the SCART format.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. And like on the Junkyard, we have people come out all the time and ask questions, and I try to be as helpful, and the rest of the community does as well. This is kind of just my little public announcement, asking everybody to do just a little bit more information before you start throwing information out there.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them sometimes where it's like they got to push out a news article. They don't want to sit down and do 5 years of research on.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I do agree. Maybe there should be more diligence done in regards to some research with these things.
Well, I feel like what's going to end up happening is it's going to come back and bite some of these people in the butt, and I don't want to see that happen where somebody gets chastised over not making. I mean, like they're listening to me, but making a comment and then getting a whole bunch of fanboys coming after them. Of course, I'm a fanboy, but I'm not going to attack somebody personally, especially publicly, over stuff like that. I'd rather come to them on a private basis. But we know the internet's full of trolls.
Yeah, that it is. What do you think personally about the actual controllers, the stuff that they're released? I mean, for the people that are not in the know, what are they're releasing?
Well, Retrobit, specifically to the Saturn, they are going to be releasing wired directly for the original hardware, black controllers. You have effective Model 1 controllers from Japan, Model 2 controllers. I'm just going to talk like that. I know Kay hates it, but that's just kind of everybody else. They're not going to be doing any reproductions of the American Duke style controller for the Saturn, it doesn't look like. But on top of that, there's also going to be a Bluetooth version that looks exactly identical to the RF version. Then there is going to be a adapter that you can plug directly into your Saturn that's going to allow for you to be able to play with the Bluetooth on your actual console. And as well as that, they're going to have USB options for computers for people who do emulation and such.
Now, have you used any of the Retrobit controllers before?
You broke up on me there. What'd you say?
Have you used any of the Retrobit controllers before?
Yes, I bought a Retrobit for the Super Nintendo for my wife, and it is it's very high build quality. It's not like 8-bit Nintendo or whoever they're called, 8-bit Do. It's not 8-bit Do. It's not that quality, but it's pretty close to it.
I see. How is the controllers? Because I saw some of them, the Street Fighter ones, right? Or is it a different kind?
No, hers is and hers is just like, dude, I have to find it, but it's just like a generic one. It's not nothing really any special about it.
I gotcha.
I'm not talking about one of their special ones. I'm talking about like the kind that they pack in with their clone hardware.
Oh, okay. Have you tried them on actual Saturn or actual Sega? Sorry, Nintendo stuff. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about today.
Yes, I have tried them. Well, not directly on the hardware, but I have played them emulation-wise on a computer, and they handle up perfectly. I mean, it feels like you're playing the real thing.
Cool, and there's no issue with the... Because, yeah, I've never used them before, so I don't know. I can't speak for if I guarantee they're going to be high-quality controllers or not that they're releasing.
Well, from what I've been told, they are... Dude, I think I'm going in the wrong direction. They are extremely high build quality from what I've been told. Yes, I am going the wrong direction. I need to go back to the Bay Dock. I
gotcha.
I got caught up in conversation.
Sorry about that.
Nah,
Just
man.
having a good time.
Yeah, man. But, like, from everything I've been told, Retrobit is pretty good with their quality, their build quality-wise. I know a lot of people like to talk... Well, I ain't going to say a lot of people, but I've heard people in the community talk crap about their clone consoles for the Nintendo and Super Nintendo system.
I mean, yeah, as long I'm not really concerned about their clone stuff because I understand that always going to have issues and flaws, but I mean, I'm kind of wary about it a little bit because I don't know the Retrobit's controllers before. I know they did some of the VGA boxes for the Dreamcast, but I'm not familiar with their actual controllers that they have. But I'm remaining what's that called? I'm remaining positive about it. I'm hoping that they'll be really good, and especially with the Dreamcast stuff, which also excites me because the wireless Dreamcast controller they had that's Bluetooth is about $175 on eBay.
Right.
That some guy is selling, but with these, if they can get it down to like 30 or 40, I think it'll be amazing. And I definitely am going to be doing a review for at least on the Saturn stuff as part of the Shiro podcast.
Right.
When those come out, so I'm gonna do the controllers. I'm gonna do the S video cable, and we'll see. I'll see how good they are. I'll try to put it through its paces versus RGB, and we'll see. We'll see how it holds up, and I'll see if I can give my thumbs up or thumbs down.
10-4.
Come we get all the dangerous jobs?
Alright, so we had two people commenting. Chris Sawyer says hi, guys. Or Claire Sawyer, sorry. Claire Sawyer says hi, guys. And Linda Kelly is asking what's going on here.
Linda Kelly, this is one of my personal friends. I am doing something regarding games and such, so if you're still watching, that's what's going on.
I gotcha.
And to Claire, hey, how you doing?
I gotcha. Is that are those people people you know?
I don't know Claire, but I know Linda. I know Claire now because she said hey, and I said hey, and it's all good like that.
I gotcha. Oh no, I know her. She posts on the Saturn. She talks with the Saturn Shiro guys. I remember her now. I couldn't see her profile picture. How's it going, Claire?
He talked about the Sega Saturn Shiro guys as if it was the third person.
Yeah, well, I meant like us, like a royal we sent thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we talked a little bit back and forth with her a little bit on the thing. That's why she looked familiar to me.
I
gotcha. But yeah, welcome guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream so far.
All right, now we are straight into the danger zone, like going straight Archer.
Let's hope we don't go into a dementia-filled dream.
ERS, what happened?
Everyone's dead.
And get stuck in an LA noir
Hell, I might
theme.
have caught it too.
Oh god.
There's a submarine at the hatch waiting for you.
What about you?
I have some things to do in the back.
Be careful. The air in a ship is dangerous from fires. Use the regulator when the air doesn't clear things up.
Okay, thanks.
All right. No oxygen. Was that a grenade? Yeah, that was an actual grenade. I shouldn't have used that. I shouldn't have actually used a grenade. I don't have any air. God almighty. Alright, so we're gonna start running out of oxygen pretty quick.
Get your reps up.
Right. Alright, so we gotta go back up.
So, have you looked into that Saturn PSU at all?
I saw that the other day. It's supposed to be similar to the Dreamcast PSU, correct?
Yeah, it looks like it's about the same guy that did that. I think it has the region switching. It's supposed to be universal. So it looked interesting. The only thing though is that kind of bummed me out is that it got rid of the the whole the internal PSU cord, the universal cord that they have,
Right.
which I guess has its benefits, its positives and negatives to it.
Is it going to be using like a? Is it going to be using like a Pico cord that like the Dreamcast PSU does?
The one that the stock OEM one, or the one that is it the Dream PSU?
The Dream PSU is what I'm thinking of.
I am not familiar with that. Let me just look at that real quick. It looks like it's just a basic power brick, like a whatever the 5-volt power is with that.
I got you.
Because this one looks, this one it looks a little bit different. It looks like just a generic cord that you plug into it.
I got you. Put some air.
I'm intrigued with it. I want to see more about it. I don't really see a need for it though, because the Saturn doesn't really have the same PSU and overheat problems that the Dreamcast typically have.
Well, it's like, exactly. It's an entirely different system from that.
So I'll have to see and keep my eyes peeled on it. Maybe it'll be beneficial if people like go between countries a lot.
Yeah, because then at that point you wouldn't have to so much worry about your Well, I don't know. Is the power supply actually like not rated for any particular wattage?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, in terms of the Saturn PSU.
Right.
But I think it's just any cord that can do the 5 volts or whatever they specify on their site. So as long as it does that and it's up to spec, it should be good.
I just used the key. Alright, hold up. Key to see folks, you can enter bunk room. Oh, that's the bunk room key. Okay. Pulled a stupid there. Alright, let's see. I got my special. Still got my bullet. Alright. Yeah, we're good with all this.
So I didn't ask before, but that counter on the top right, is that your on the right, that giant 26 or 25? Is that your oxygen level? Or?
Yes, that's your oxygen level that you have to deal with. This is the ladder I have to go to.
So what's that bar on the top that says HR or whatever?
Okay, you've got your air, and then you've got your.
Oh, that's air. Okay, sorry. The view count was blocking it.
Yeah, you've got your air, and you've got your HP. HP, of course, your health points. Air. Once your air is depleted all the way down, your HP starts taking hits.
Why is there a number on the other side though, the 66 or whatever?
That's how much air is in the area.
Okay, I gotcha. So if it's low, it'll start draining your health. Or draining your air level.
Okay, I can't advance any further. Okay, this is one of them situations. Climb down the ladder. Yes. See, I gotta turn off the air supply for this room. That way the fire gets extinguished. I think that's what I had to do. So we're gonna go down. It's flooding, can't breathe too long. No, duh.
Yeah. Fun fact about hypoxia, it's really, you know about hypoxia, just oxygen deprivation, is that it's sort of like when you're drunk, you just don't notice that you're losing air.
Right.
So I mean, you'll be fine 1 second, then you'll start losing brain functionality. You be revert to less than like a 3-year-old mentally, and then you pass out and you die. It's really an awful way to go. There's a lot of cases during the air that happens to.
Right.
It'd be kind of interesting. I'm guessing these are sensors, and it's not him like knowing the air is being low or something.
Exactly. Yo, there it is. Regulator. See, now I can go underwater.
Sorry about that tangent, guys. Essentially, my moral of the story is be aware of hypoxia because it's a silent killer.
It's an epoxy killer. Oh, man. What's up, dog? Got that machine gun. Come on with it. Alright, he's dead now. way, boo. Alright. Now we can go down. So what you got going on over there, Pat?
Just watching the stream, just doing some homework for my class. I'm doing some web service stuff, so
Oh boy, got homework.
it's fun stuff. Just uni work. Just watching you play the stream. I can't really interact much with the game, so
Oh my god.
I'm just chilling. I'm enjoying watching you play it. We were supposed to do a podcast last night for the Saturn stuff, but I think we're gonna push that back to next week.
All right.
But yeah, we're doing a stream.
So you're looking
I'm doing a
like
stream.
maybe next week Shiro drop another podcast?
Yeah, probably next week, probably Monday or Tuesday, but we'll see how it rolls. Kay and Dave have been crazy busy. I guess it's sort of not a great time of the year.
Right.
But yeah, Saturday I'm going to be doing a stream for Daytona USA and maybe a couple of racing games.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
we'll see what's going on. I wanted to finish up Police Knots, but I kept forgetting to play it, so that's not happening.
You know, I saw you got that custom North American box art for Police Knots. Want to tell anybody about that?
Yeah, so I got this really cool custom box art for Police Knots. It's basically David and I worked on it. I wanted the original US set cover because in the US we were supposed to get the game released on the US Saturn, but they couldn't apparently get the voices to sync up with the cutscenes. So what they did was they had the box art and all the promo stuff, but they never released it. But they released a small an image of it that's like a promotional cover.
Right.
And they let me just get the cover real quick. And it was advertised in magazines. It's essentially a picture from the manual. So it was it's basically just a cover from the manual. It's a picture from the Police Knots art book in the Japanese release. So basically, they just put that on there and gave it some fancy coloring, and that's what it was. So I put in the chat what it looks like. I figured out that it came from that, and I talked to David about potentially getting a remake of that.
Right.
So I scanned the art. I did a base design of it, but I couldn't get some elements right. So Dave stepped in and helped me out with that and helped me clear it up. And we fixed up the cover and we gave it a nice looking, sleek look that would be what it could look like when it was released for the Saturn.
Cool deal, man.
So-
cool deal. You got a you got a PDF of that you're gonna drop me?
Yeah, we're working on that. I believe it's going to be our next release. Dave has that all set up. We're going to drop that along with we'll see all the logo stuff set up for it, just like we did with Christmas Nights.
I got you.
So we'll see if we can get it done in January. I'll talk to Dave and we'll get it posted all over the place, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good people enjoying their game.
Cool deal, man. Cool deal. Old boy gonna pull the pin with his teeth. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's all cool and everything, but it's not gonna happen. You don't pull the pin on a grenade with your teeth.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, sure. You gotta go freaking Schwarzenegger.
That's interesting. What kind of grenade did he throw? Was that a get rid of air grenade?
No. Yeah, it was a I got the dog tag. It was specifically a fire extinguishing grenade, and in the process, of course, it diluted the atmosphere to the point where you can't breathe through it.
So you have to hold your breath while you walk through that?
Yes. Well, you're not holding your breath. You got the regulator on.
Well, you have the mask on.
Yeah,
I just noticed that.
If you'll look up at the air, you can see that the air bar is going down.
Oh, it just slows it down a bit.
Right.
Having some issues with the ladder there?
Possibly. It's tank controls, man. I told you I had to get back used to it.
I gotcha.
Are you okay?
Man, the viewers are kind of weird. It's like fluctuating.
I'm Dallas Silver. The ship's
Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's like people going up and down, like coming and going.
picked up that thing.
Yeah. Well, no, it was like in the last minute, it's like going to 8, 7, 8, 9, 7. But it's cool. I prefer having high numbers, so let's keep it at like 9. Maybe raise it. Maybe add 2 zeros to that 9.
That'd be cool, man. But I mean, if you want to share it, that's cool. If you want to watch it, that's cool. If you just want to tell us how much of an idiots we are, that's cool too.
Yeah, I have a Facebook for that if you need to message me directly.
Right.
Get more than that, so.
We are a equal opportunity hater and an equal opportunity lover. You are the one who picks which one.
It's the key to the officer's vault. Inside is the nuclear
Yeah,
missile.
but not Sega related, but I'm kind of excited for Detective Pikachu coming out.
Dude, I have not been into Pokemon since like 1999.
Don't make me feel immature.
Look, I'm not gonna
No.
look. Are you a Brawny? Are you a Brawny as well?
What the hell's a brawny?
That's what I call the ones who love My Little Pony thing.
Oh, no. I don't do that.
Okay, good. I guess.
I just like Pokemon a lot. But yeah, like I saw Detective Pikachu like 2 years ago, and I was so excited for it, but I never heard anything about it. But
Right.
now they announced it for the U.S., so I'm definitely pre-ordering that day one.
Cut out on me, dog. Alright, now I gotta find the key. Hold on, which key do I have now? Got the safe key, dog tag key.
So yeah, if you guys like the Saturn and you like the Dreamcast and all the other Sega stuff, you should pick up Detective Pikachu.
Yes, that's exactly what they should do. I swear these ladders hate me in this game. You put that regulator on. That's how you do it. No, one thing I'm actually interested in seeing is RGT 85 actually talked about it the other day in regards to the possibility of, I presume by what he was talking about, he was meaning re-releases, official re-releases of games. One of which being this game we're playing right now, Deep Fear, the US release version of it. And he also mentioned like Panzer Dragoon Saga, and he mentioned I can't remember the other 2 games. I know this one and Panzer Dragoon Saga, and there might have been.
I think it said Shining Force 3.
Yeah, Shining Force 3 scenario 2 and 3. While most of us in the community, we can already get these games if we really want them, backups and such, emulation, all that case. I'm actually pretty excited about the idea of, because he was talking about like limited releases, not necessarily limited release games, kind of limited release, but something along the lines of collector's editions and everything. And I honestly would actually be pretty. Oh, dude, I gotta get. I'd actually be pretty interested in all that.
Yeah, I mean they're doing a speaking of Retrobit again, man, we're plugging them big time. They're doing a re-release of Holy Diver for the NES and an R-Type multi-cart for the Super Nintendo.
Right.
And it's gonna be really cool. I hope they keep that up because I always love those cool little obscure releases that are like limited.
Right. The one thing about limited release games I've never really enjoyed though is how much the games actually go up in price afterwards. It just seems ridiculous how much they how much hoarders basically, or whatever you want to call it, start piling up on them for it.
Yeah, I mean it's just the way the market is. I mean all these limited release companies have similar issues with it.
Right.
But you just gotta do it. You just gotta catch them fast before they sell out.
Oh crap! I should have been looking at the screen. Alright, I'm gonna have to get some ammo quick because I'm about to run out of ammo.
Getting your ass whooped.
Nah, man, I'm still good. Still good. Maybe. I gotta find the second key. I can't remember if I go up there and plug it in that he's got the key because I wasn't listening to him talk. or if I'm supposed to find it somewhere else. That's the one thing I don't like about this game compared to Resident Evil, is that a lot of the enemies respawn. So you'll go back into an area where you've already killed an enemy, and they'll respawn on you every single time.
I mean, at least they keep the ammo high, so it's not like unfair.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, let's see.
What was I going to say? One thing regarding the re-releases is that a lot of the game's source code is actually missing. So, for example, with Panzer Dragoon Saga, the source code for that is gone. So the only way they could re-release it is to either remake it or make it go through a Saturn emulator. But currently, the Saturn emulation scene's kind of meh.
Well, what I don't understand about that, and this might be a little, further than what I'm supposed to be getting into, but the community itself has already done countless rips, one-for-one rips of these games. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did I go up or did I go? I gotta go back up. Okay. So if we've already got the games ripped, I don't understand why because it's a Sega licensed property, why they couldn't just rip the game and then reproduce it themselves.
Well, the thing is that the source code is completely different from a compiled game. The source code, I mean, it's all already translated to machine language, so you'd have to... machine language or instruction. Oh.
I'll start back. You go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Basically, it's already in machine codes, or just some instructions, so they'd have to go through each and every one and to try to figure out what does what, how to decode it.
Right.
And one of the biggest issues is that the people that translate this, they go through and painstakingly analyze the code, especially for games like Police Snouts, where they have to do all the translations.
Right.
And some of them have tools, but some of them don't. So, I mean, it's just a pain in the ass in that regards, and it might be too much trouble, and it's worth to do all that stuff for the Saturn.
Right. I understand.
So, I mean, and I don't think, have they released any Saturn games on Virtual Console that they just threw a Saturn emulation on?
I don't believe so. There's an air grenade. Appreciate it. I'm not aware of any, at least at the moment.
Yeah, so even though we won't be able to get a re-release, hopefully maybe we can get a remake. That'd be pretty cool.
Right.
But we'll just have to hold on and see. I don't know, in terms of Deep Fear, if they still have the source code for that.
Dude, I have no idea. No idea. Now I'm like halfway lost. I feel bad now. We're in the experience together, folks.
We are experienced.
Alright. Let's go back down.
Oh, I forgot to mention I picked up an extra on Crosspoint the other day.
How much did you drop for that?
Hold on, let me check. I'm pretty sure it was only $35.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, they had one on eBay and no one bid on it.
Right.
And I just wanted one for my because right now I have my RGB stuff through my SCART switch head.
Right.
My SCART switcher. But for the component stuff, I need a component switch box for that. But one thing I could do is what I was looking into is getting the actual an extra on Crosspoint, so that way I could switch the component and the RGB signal, and then output that to my PVM.
No, I got you.
So that's sort of what I was planning on doing, and then once I get the a FrameMeister, I was gonna output the component from there to the FrameMeister itself, and it does some sync cleaning on the signal. So once it goes to the TV, it fixes it a bit, but it's not really heavy duty.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of the interesting things is that on some of the systems I have, the SCART switchbox, the guy doesn't do support for modded consoles.
Hold up. Who's that? Yeah, I'm about to die. Yeah, I'm about to die. Yeah, I'm about to die. I died. Ah, I should have known it. Should have known it. Well, I think that's where we're gonna call it.
You just want to see how far you can get?
That's basically what it all boiled down to.
I got you. Fair enough. Fair enough. You did a pretty long stream. Are you gonna? How far back did you save?
We probably have about 10 minutes worth of backtracking. Probably, maybe closer to 15. But I appreciate everybody coming out today. I appreciate everybody coming out for the stream, etc., etc. This will more than likely become a weekly basis with, people like Pat or maybe Father K, other members from the Titan Cast crew or the Shiro boys dropping in. I'll be putting up a poll on the Saturn Junkyard's Facebook group page. If you're not a member, go ahead and type in the search bar Saturn Junkyard and go ahead and send us want to join. Make sure to answer the questions though. And after all that's said and done, you'll be able to access the poll that I'll be putting out, and you can be part of the people who actually pick the next game I'll play. So, Pat, you got any closing remarks?
Buy an Extron.
Buy an Extron. Beautiful words. All right, gentlemen, ladies, all y'all people, wherever you're at. This has been the Southern Sega Gentleman and Pat from the Sega Saturn Shiro podcast. Appreciate y'all listening out. This is us. Peace out.
Later.